Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Once again, thank you so much for watching. We are almost to 900 subscribers. I know that number is not that great, but to me, it means so much. So come on guys, let's do it. Today, we'll be talking about how you are going for the wrong girl. This is something that really came up to me during my most recent consultation call. Once again, if you want to do a one-on-one with me, please email me at bedroomtalksconsult@gmail.com in the description below. Pretty much the whole idea was like the person you're most compatible with, you might not be going for them, and instead you're going for this arbitrary idea of what beauty is. And what happens was when you're chasing superficial women, you will get terrible results or superficial results. I think a lot of it comes down to the whole dating coaches and content out there saying the only person you should be going for is the 5'4" blonde girl in the club. Not saying 5'4" blonde girls in the club can't be amazing people. You got to take on an individual basis. But when did the idea of chasing superficial people become the gold standard of the basis of a successful relationship? I truly believe that the most compatible person you are going for does not look like the Channing Tatum equivalent women. And if they are, cool. But I don't think we should be prizing this mentality of like, I am not successful unless I get the most superficial materialistic women on the earth. And this was ridiculous. I truly believe that the people you are kind of meant to be with, they kind of deviate from the path of what society promotes, at least for me. I always grew up as kind of a misfit, not really fitting in the standard beauty, but the people I meet and my current girlfriend, soon to be fiance, is going to be different as well. And you gotta understand that, like, why are we being taught to sacrifice our own mental standards and moralistic ideas to chase someone who is not the most compatible with us? This happened because one of my clients, he was told to go for the most superficial person in the club and saying, that is your prize girl. Even though the person that he's most compatible with probably doesn't go to the club. And that's something that really, really bothers me was, why are we being taught to chase something that we don't really want? And the whole idea of is like you need to be like having a six-pack abs, being 6 foot tall, being jacked, looking like a consulting bro to go get a girlfriend. That's not true. I truly believe that we all are unique. We have individual differences that make us us. And that's so beauty. I feel like what happens is everyone's trying to be extraordinary instead of ordinary, which means you end up being ordinary. Instead, you should be yourself, the ordinary guy, and you end up being extraordinary because you're going against the flow. It's ironic. It's hilarious. It's a paradox. The more ordinary you try to become ordinary, you become extraordinary because you're kind of being who you are, right? I'm not saying that you can't take changes in your personality or work out and dress better, but make sure it is in alignment with your personal values and interests. Trust me, the type of calls I'm getting and people are being like, man, I'm going to these coaching calls and people say that I'm ugly, I'm not anything, I'm a pussy, I'm not beautiful, I'm not cool. I'm like, so what? If you truly find joy in poetry, if you truly find joy in spirituality, if you truly find joy in things that are considered dorky and nerdiness, there is someone that will appreciate that. And you should be doing these things because you're clearly passionate about it. Don't give up your hobbies and interests just to try to get laid, guys. I think that's the worst way because now you're faking it to yourself. And the people you're attracting, I don't know. You might get laid more, but who wants that? My whole channel is about finding an authentic partner, a life partner, not just a girlfriend. We are trying to find a life partner who will support you. I think the whole idea of like just trying to get a girlfriend's end all be all, but I think there's a very vast difference of finding a life partner and a girlfriend. Anyone can become your girlfriend. You can meet anyone that can be your girlfriend. They can be a girl that's a drinking buddy and you just hook up and that's you can call it your girlfriend. But when I mean girlfriend, I'm talking about someone that has your back no matter what. And I know there's a lot of content online that promotes this idea of like, you won't find that. All women are evil. I'm like, dude, evil people exist. Evil guys exist. Shitty men exist. Shitty women exist. Good people are just hard to come by. I think what happens is we get so involved with social media and the whole idea of like, this is the beauty, this is what I need to do, this is what my relationship needs to look like. Guys, get off social media, get off of it, and just find a life that you want to live. There are legitimately really cool people who don't follow this narrative of, I don't know, of dating. They're just cool and they're successful and they have kids. And not everyone is like a beta simp, whatever you want to call it. They're very high value men who have never heard of all this dating coaches and everything. They just are. And they're very masculine men, good men. And I think the whole idea of like, don't be nice to girls. I'm like, dude, I think what happens is it's okay to be a genuine, good-hearted human being. But you can't be a doormat. You have to be masculine and empowered and know your personal worth. And knowing your personal worth does not make you an asshole. I think the difference is you have the ability to say no and walk away from any disrespect, and putting people in their places, being like, hey, I'm going to give you my absolute best, but if you treat me with disrespect, I'm going to back up and next you and find someone who does treat me with respect. I think that's the male empowerment we need, not to become an asshole, right? Like, when was that whole idea of becoming an asshole the gold standard in order to attract, and treating people bad and playing these stupid games? Look, if someone's trying to play games with me, I just walk away. And you don't have to participate in this culture. I think there is legitimately beauty in who you are. Look, I will never be white. I will never have blue eyes. Yes, I could go work out and get a six pack, and I do work out and I do take care of myself, right? But I'm not a man because I have a six pack. I'm a man because I choose to be a man. It's in my body. It's in my DNA. Like, I am empowered by who I am in my own skin. And I don't need to go be a knockoff Kroger brand Channing Tatum in order to be a man. Maybe to some guys, but I don't want to be involved in that toxic cult-like following, right? I am who I am, and I'm confident in my own skin, and I was born this way, and that is completely okay. Of course, take care of yourself, work out, work on your fashion, work on your hygiene, of course, but make sure it's in alignment with your personal values. For example, I know some really alpha hardcore men who wear scarves. It's in their fashion repertoire, like they're fucking really, really masculine guys. But that fits them. They're not trying to fake who they are. I'm not trying to fake it. They're just kind of being in alignment with who they are. Versus, look, I wouldn't really feel that confident if I'm wearing like Chubbies, fucking Sperry's, like a tank top, wearing like some Oakleys. That's not my style. And I'll be faking it. And like, if that's what people are trying to tell you to be, like, guys, no. If you really want to find a life partner, you have to go all in on you. You have to go all in on you and believe that what I provide and what I value is the coolest shit ever, because no one will ever become close to me. If you're trying to fake it and trying to pretend like you're someone else, you always come as a second or third. You have to be a trendsetter by becoming who you are yourself. Go all in on you. If there are hobbies you're interested in, go for it. You'll meet people who also share the same passion, and eventually that'll lead to really great friendships, and eventually you will find a great partner. But you have to go in and go all in on you. Whoever told you the hobbies and the things you dress aren't cool, go make it cool. That's cool. That's called being a legit hipster. That's called being hip, being ahead of the crowd. There are things you legitimately find beauty and joy in. Make sure it's community involved, right? Even like video games. If you go find out and you go to like LAN party meetups, you're meeting people who you're really interested in. Or even like, look, I'm really passionate about watches and art. I love it. I've met local friends and become a part of a community, and I dork out all about it. And my girlfriend, soon to be fiance, loves it. They love the passion that I have for these quirky things, right? At my heart, I'm a huge nerd, right? But I believe in myself, will protect myself, protect those I love, and that is beautiful. That is beautiful. If there are people who don't appreciate you and they focus on the more superficial, materialistic things, that's on them. I'm not going to chase someone who's very superficial, materialistic. That's not who I am. That's not the type of conversations I really like. And I'm not going to try to make it work just because they fit the standard of beauty. The people I find beautiful the most is people that I find beautiful. It doesn't fit the standard. It doesn't fit this criteria. And if we really fall in line, it's like, whoa, then I'm a loser then. But I'm genuinely happy. Here's the funniest thing. If you're genuinely joyful and happy, no one can take that away from you. Why do you need to follow someone else's advice if you're truly happy? Because if you follow that, you're miserable. And who's to say that you need to listen to their advice to be happy? Your happiness takes a hell of a lot more or less than me. It's all unique and dependent on your circumstance. So trust in yourself, guys. Trust in yourself. Stop listening to all this like bad advice saying you need to change exactly who you are and fit this mold of Kroger brand Asian Channing Tatum. If that works for you and that's who you are, go for it. For majority of my viewers and clients, that's not who you are. If you want to talk further about this, please email me at bedroomtalksconsult@gmail.com. It's filling up. I'm taking new clients and we're having great results. If you want to see what I'm up to, please follow me on Instagram at m.deep20. As always, I wish you the best. Namaste.